The recovery plan for the basic education sector will be laid bare today. President Cyril Ramaphosa is delivering the keynote address at the 2023 Basic Education Sector Lekgotla. The two-day event will focus on equipping learners with knowledge and skills for a changing world. Senior reporter Linda Masakane is following developments and joins us live now from the Sandton Convention Center. Good morning to you, Slee. What's the program looking like? Obviously, education being, of course, the key theme here and equipping those learners with skills.
Good morning. We find ourselves here at the Sandton Convention Center for the Basic Education Sector Lekgotla, and of course we understand that this is an annual event, and this year's theme is equipping learners with knowledge and skills for a changing world in the context of COVID-19. We do understand, of course, that President Cyril Ramaphosa will be addressing the start of this event, which is a three-day event, and will be ending on Saturday. Now, of course, we know that the past 2 years, in terms of the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, have had quite a devastating effect on different sectors in society, in particular education. The pandemic revealed some of some issues that really need to be resolved in the context, of course, of trying to improve and modernize the education sector. So we will be hearing from various stakeholders over the next few days in terms of the solutions for this particular sector moving forward. But to bring us in, just in terms of what they're seeing on the ground, I'm joined by Mr. Ali, who is in fact the National Best Teacher for 2022-2023. Congratulations on your award, and thank you so much for joining me this morning. Perhaps as a teacher on the ground, you see some of the challenges that you face in this particular sector. Just take us through how the past 2 years have been in the education sector competing with the COVID-19 pandemic.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and greetings to your viewers. It's been tough for everyone. The department, teachers, learners, it's been very, very tough. But then that's where, when there's tough times, that's where people become creative. That's where you use your virtual realities. That's where you use your 4IR, all 4IR components, artificial intelligence and coding and robotics, to create those lessons that are needed by learners, and you send them online, and then they become available as podcast or whichever way, and then that paved a new way. Right now where we are having teachers that, me being one of them, teachers that have lessons online, and it emanated from the difficulties that we had during COVID. So it's not a blessing, but it paved way for technology to actually take over the Department of Education.
Talk to me about the issue around load shedding. It's something else that's been very difficult to contend with in various sectors in society, and in particular in education. It is
very, very difficult right now for learners, and I want to congratulate the grade 12s of 2022. But then what we are saying is that we need to stop teaching learners that a frog has 4 legs, and teach learners on how to solve problems. We mustn't undermine learners. I'm a teacher, I'm in class. We mustn't undermine learners. These things can be solved by high schools learners. We can come up with ways that can replace electricity. And we are saying, as long as we have faith in our learners and we change and twist a little bit our education system, then we'll be able to come up with solutions. But then if we stick to where learners have to memorize lines and reproduce them in a test, and then we're not going anywhere. My sister, what we teach in class is right there on Google. You can Google it and find it. Where is the practicality? Let's teach something that is practical. Give them difficult homeworks. Let's go to an extent of asking learners to make a phone as a homework. Not that a frog has 4 legs. It has 4 legs, yes. So what?
Perhaps then talk to me about what government needs to be doing now as an intervention.
We are right here at Lekgotla, and these are some of the things. As the best teacher in the country, these are some of the things that we're going to be advancing. The president is here, the minister is here. These 3 days are very important. We're going to tell them exactly what because they are not in classes. We are in classes. We need to be teaching learners coding and robotics, because we are teaching learners something, and the future careers are way different. We're talking of content creators. We're not teaching them. Big data management. All those kind of things need to be a part of. We need to be teaching learners plumbing in high school. I know that we have vocational institutions like TVETs and all that, but let's teach learners something that is relevant, practical, something that they can do there. And we're going to push this agenda right here, right now, in this Lekgotla. We'll make sure that the department listens and implement these things.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Adi.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
All right. Dumelo, I'm just going to throw it back to you right now. We are expecting the program to start at around 8 a.m. this morning. And of course, like I said, that the keynote speaker today to start the Lekgotla will be President Cyril Ramaphosa.
All right, Sindra Masagan, we'll be sure to catch up with you as soon as there are other updates and developments out of the Centre and Convention Centre. Of course, the President Cyril Ramaphosa expected to give that keynote address. All our thanks to our reporter, Sindra Masagan.